Hello, welcome to Meta Perfume. I am Emily here again today with Tweaksy, and today I am concluding my never-ending fantasy line series with what I will say has taken over as the number one spot in my favorite, taken the number one spot as my favorite fantasy in the range. So this is Electric Fantasy. And Electric Fantasy was released in 2021, so it's one of the newer ones. It's a relatively simple composition, and it's kind of a departure from the DNA of fantasy. Actually, it's a pretty significant departure from the DNA of fantasy, but it is, I think, a really nice fragrance and an incredible value at this point. So yeah, I've gone through, I think, 14, 15, and the only two that I don't have are two that I gave to my nieces, the Fantasy in Bloom and the Maui Fantasy, which both have a slightly different bottle. They have like a frosted glass bottle with like a print of flowers on them. But those two are the only ones I don't have anymore. And I think I had all the other ones and I reviewed them, and this one takes the cake as my favorite. My previous favorite before I got this one, I think, was the Island Fantasy, the summery watermelon fantasy that is discontinued now. But this one is not discontinued, thankfully, and you can actually get it on clearance on Fragrance Net right now. For less than $22. I'll put up a picture right here. And I also saw it on Fragrance X, and that's under $23 there. So this is a good time if you wanted to pick this up. If the fragrance sounds good to you once I describe it and review it, it's a good time to get it. So this is so good. It's so good. It's just got a really nice opening, and the dry down is lovely. It's a very simple composition, so I'll put the notes up here. The top is passion fruit and pink pepper. I think of this as a pink pepper fragrance, but I think that's just because passion fruit is such a rare and unique fruit note that I don't really recognize it straight off, but it is really nice in this fragrance, a really nice complement to the pink pepper. So pink pepper I recognize in fragrances. Whenever I smell it, I'm like, oh, that's got some pink pepper in it. And the balance of the notes in this is also really good. I mean, I like a simple composition because then, you know, they didn't lose it at some point. I feel like sometimes fragrances are just, the fragrance creators just keep going and adding more and more notes, and I think the best fragrances are often the ones with the simplest compositions, the least notes, where they have blended them in such a way and the quality is good to the point where you just get something that's, I don't know, it's more special. It's not as muddy, it's more clean somehow, it feels like. And this is one of those fragrances for me. This passion fruit and pink pepper on the top opens up really beautifully with that fruity but not overly synthetic smelling fruit note, and complemented by the pink pepper. In the middle, it's got heliotrope and jasmine, and the heliotrope gives it just that slight powderiness, but the jasmine complements it really well to kind of make it complex smelling, very interesting. And then the base of benzoin and ambroxan. So if you watch my channel, you might know I'm not a huge fan of amber, but ambroxan apparently I like more. I mean, I'm gonna say that because I like this fragrance so much that I must like ambroxan more than amber, because usually if you put amber in a fragrance, for me, it kind of, on a certain level, ruins it. I mean, there are some amber fragrances I can enjoy if it's balanced well and it's not a huge component and I can't smell it very distinctly, but being that this only has 6 notes, I think I can smell the ambroxan, and I enjoy it more than I would an amber note, I believe. So the benzoin for me is a great note. I love benzoin. I think it is an intoxicating fragrance note, and I enjoy it in the base. I didn't actually know this had benzoin right away when I smelled it, so I think it's a well blended and balanced benzoin, not a benzoin heavy base, but it's well balanced with the rest of the notes in here. And Tweety, what's your problem? Tweety, are you bored? She got super bored yesterday because we went to the beach, and when I came home she was like just going stir crazy. Are you still going crazy? You want me to stop filming? I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Anyway, so yes, this released in 2021. I think I said that. Definitely my favorite. My husband really likes it too. Whenever I wear it, he says, "Ooh, what is that?" He smells, it smells sweet. I'm like, yeah, that's my electric fantasy. And this actually made it into the top 10. Like, I think I'm gonna do a top 10 fragrances that when we had the fires here in Los Angeles, I packed up a bag of fragrances, like a go bag. So we weren't close enough to the fires to be evacuated officially. I think the closest one to us was the Hollywood fire in the Hollywood Hills, and they put that out pretty quickly, but I could see it from like a block away from my house. I could see it starting. Freaky. So we had everything packed, you know, kind of staged so that we could put it in the car real quickly. Actually, I think we had some things in the car just in case, you know, things got out of control and we had to evacuate. But I packed a bag of 10 fragrances, and this made it into that bag. And I'm gonna do a video, not too long, where I kind of cover which fragrances. I don't know if those would be like my 10 for life or save only 10, or what tell me if you think there's a good name for that title for that video. But yeah, this is one of them. And I think it's also a really versatile fragrance. So I think of this like as a great fall fragrance and a really good winter fragrance. I don't think of it so much as a summer fragrance, but when I was looking on Fragrantica, the majority of the people said that they think of this as a summer daytime fragrance, which surprised me because I'm like, that warm, like rich base. I think of this as a fall fragrance, but some people think it's summer. I mean, I guess the fruit in the top and the pink pepper in the top is light enough that maybe they think that's more summery, but I think of this as like maybe a nighttime fragrance more than a daytime fragrance. Fragrantica had a different opinion. They said that they thought it was more of a daytime fragrance. So a little bit divergent, but I think it's very versatile. Like, you could apparently wear it all year round without too much trouble. It lasts a pretty long time. It's not overwhelming. I think it has a nice sillage for sure. So I'll put on a few sprays, and almost every time my husband will say something that he likes this one. And in terms of longevity, I think it has a pretty dry down, and it lasts probably about 6 or 7 hours with a decent application. So pretty good longevity. Again, on FragranceNet right now, less than $22 for their sale price on clearance. So I think I bought this on eBay when it first came out, and it was a lot more actually. So it's nice to see it there. And if you're interested in checking it out, it's a good time to pick it up on the discount websites. All right, I'm gonna spray one more time. Let's see where you going. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is like my favorite pink pepper fragrance. I really like pink pepper as a note, just generally. So saying that means something. And I think it's definitely my favorite passion fruit fragrance. It's like, it's complicated, I guess you could say. It's got this freshness and this lightness, but also this kind of rich, distinct, interesting sexiness that, yeah, the AI said, mature yet fun vibe. So, yes, you could say that. But yeah, that's the electric fantasy. Save the best for last. Thank you all. You can check out the other fantasy reviews I did. I did them all individually, and I'm gonna do a fantasy line series video soon. So that'll be coming up shortly. And I'll just contrast and compare and probably rank all of the fantasies that I've done and that I have. So thank you all for tuning in. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. That would be awesome. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.